Have you ever felt like you're constantly chasing something: success, love, happiness, only to find that the moment you get it, another desire takes its place? It's like running on a treadmill that never stops. You think, if I just achieve this one thing, then I'll be happy. But once you reach it, a new goal appears, and the cycle continues. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, understood this well. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What does this mean? It means that true peace doesn't come from getting everything you want, it comes from wanting less and accepting more. In today's world, we are bombarded with messages telling us to chase more money, more status, more possessions. But does this endless pursuit truly bring happiness? Or does it just leave us exhausted and unfulfilled? What if, instead of endlessly wanting, you started accepting? Accepting the present moment. Accepting that some things are beyond your control. Accepting that true happiness is already within you, not somewhere in the future. In this video, we'll explore how to break free from the trap of desire and embrace the Stoic way of serenity, resilience, and acceptance. Are you ready to step off the treadmill and find real peace? Let's begin. 1. The problem with constant wanting. Have you ever told yourself, "I'll be happy when I get that job, that house, that relationship, that success"? But then what happens? You get it, you feel satisfied for a moment, and then almost immediately a new desire appears. Suddenly, the thing you once dreamed about feels ordinary, and you start chasing the next big thing. This is the trap of endless desire, a cycle that never truly ends. We often believe that once we achieve something, we will feel complete. But the truth is, desires don't disappear after being fulfilled, they just evolve into new ones. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. He wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life, it is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Think about a time when you really wanted something: a promotion, a new car, a certain amount of money. You worked hard for it, and when you finally got it, you felt a rush of excitement. But how long did that feeling last? Days? Maybe weeks? Soon, the excitement fades, and the happiness you were chasing turns into just another normal part of life. This is because external achievements are temporary, but inner peace is lasting. If your happiness depends on constantly getting more, you will always feel like something is missing. Today, society constantly tells us that we should want more money, more success, more possessions, more followers. Social media makes it worse, showing us people who seem to have everything: luxury vacations, perfect relationships, endless success. But what we don't see is the hidden anxiety behind this lifestyle. The constant need to prove yourself, to maintain an image, to keep up with the competition. Seneca, another great Stoic, warned about this when he said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." You may have everything you once wanted, but if you're still wanting, you are still lacking. Instead of appreciating what we have, we are conditioned to focus on what we don't have. This mindset leads to dissatisfaction, anxiety, and even depression. When you are always wanting something, you are never truly at peace. You feel restless, always looking for the next achievement. You feel jealous, comparing your life to others. You feel fear, afraid of losing what you already have. And worst of all, you stop living in the present. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others, unless it is in relation to some mutual benefit. You are losing an opportunity to do something useful." Every moment spent wanting something else is a moment lost from enjoying what is already here. one of the biggest mistakes we make is thinking that we can control everything. If I work hard enough, I will succeed. If I do everything right, people will respect me. If I get this, I will finally be happy. But the reality is, many things are beyond our control. You can work hard and still fail. You can be kind and still be disrespected. You can achieve your goal and still feel empty. Epictetus, another great Stoic, taught about the dichotomy of control. Some things are within our control: our thoughts, our actions, our mindset. Some things are outside our control: other people, luck, external success. When we focus on what we can't control, we suffer. But when we accept what is beyond us and focus on our own mind, we find peace. 2. The power of acceptance. Imagine this: you wake up in the morning, and nothing goes as planned. Your phone buzzes with bad news, the traffic is unbearable, and people around you seem to be in the worst mood. You feel frustrated, irritated, wishing things were different. But what if, instead of resisting, you simply accepted it? Acceptance is not weakness. It is not giving up. It is the realization that some things are beyond our control and that fighting reality only leads to suffering. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers, once wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" We spend so much time resisting life, trying to shape it into what we want. But the truth is, life unfolds on its own terms, not ours. And the more we fight it, the more we suffer. Think about it. How many times have you been upset over something that, in hindsight, was completely out of your hands? The weather. Other people's actions. Unexpected failures. The past. What if, instead of wasting energy trying to change the unchangeable, you redirected it toward what you can control: your response, your mindset, your attitude? There's a deep peace that comes with acceptance. Imagine standing in a storm. You can scream at the sky, demand the rain to stop, curse the thunder, but none of it will change anything. Or, you can accept that the storm is here, find shelter, and wait it out with calmness. Which approach brings more peace? Many believe acceptance means passivity, but that's far from the truth. Acceptance does not mean you stop striving, stop improving, or stop caring. It means you stop resisting reality. You stop wishing things were different and start working with what is. When life throws obstacles in your way, you don't waste energy complaining, you adapt. Marcus Aurelius himself faced unimaginable hardships. As emperor, he dealt with wars, betrayals, and plagues. Yet in his writings, he never complained. Instead, he practiced what the Stoics call amor fati, the love of fate. Not just accepting what happens, but embracing it as necessary. What if you could do the same? What if, instead of resenting difficulties, you welcome them as teachers? Every challenge is an opportunity. The person who insults you. A lesson in patience. The unexpected failure. A chance to grow. The delay that ruined your plans. A reminder that control is an illusion. Life is constantly presenting you with opportunities to practice resilience, to sharpen your character, to prove that you are stronger than your circumstances. Think about the most stressful situations in your life right now. What if, instead of resisting them, you accepted them fully? Not as problems, but as part of the journey. How much lighter would you feel? There's a beautiful freedom in surrendering to reality. When you stop wishing for things to be different, you make space for gratitude, clarity, and peace. You stop being a victim of life and start working with life. So the next time something unexpected happens, pause. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" try saying, "This is happening. How will I respond?" That simple shift in perspective can change everything. Acceptance is power. The power to remain calm in chaos. The power to find strength in adversity. The power to live without unnecessary suffering. And once you master it, you will no longer be a slave to external events, you will be unshakable. 3. Practical steps to cultivate acceptance. We all face moments in life where we resist reality, when things don't go our way, when challenges appear, or when we wish circumstances were different. But resistance doesn't change the situation. It only creates frustration and suffering. So how do we practice acceptance? How do we stop fighting life and start working with it? The answer lies in shifting our mindset and taking small, practical steps every day. Step 1. Focus on what you can control. Imagine you're caught in heavy traffic, late for an important meeting. You grip the steering wheel, checking the clock every minute, feeling the frustration rise. But ask yourself, can I control this? The dichotomy of control, a key Stoic teaching, reminds us that some things are within our power: our thoughts, actions, and responses, while others are beyond it, like traffic, the weather, or how others behave. Epictetus put it simply, some things are up to us, and some are not. Every time you feel resistance towards something, pause and ask, is this within my control? If yes, what action can I take? If no, how can I accept it and move on? By focusing on what you can control, your reaction, patience, and use of time, you shift from frustration to peace. Step 2. Practice negative visualization. Most people avoid thinking about negative outcomes, but the Stoics encouraged it. Marcus Aurelius advised, begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall meet interference, ingratitude, arrogance, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. Why? Because when you mentally prepare for difficulties, they don't shock you. Instead of reacting with anger or despair, you remain calm, knowing that challenges are part of life. Try this simple exercise. In the morning, take a moment to imagine something going wrong. Not to worry about it, but to prepare. If it happens, you'll already be mentally ready. If it doesn't, you'll feel gratitude. When you expect life to be unpredictable, acceptance becomes easier. Step 3. Reframe challenges as opportunities. A setback at work. A relationship that didn't work out. A plan that fell apart. Our first instinct is often to resist, to wish things had gone differently. But what if we trained ourselves to see obstacles as gifts? Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. That means every difficulty is a hidden opportunity. A failure forces you to learn and improve. A rejection pushes you towards something better. A delay gives you time to reflect and adjust. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Try asking, how is this happening for me? This shift in perspective changes frustration into resilience. Step 4. Live in the present moment. Most of our suffering comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. But the only time that truly exists is now. The past? You can't change it. The future? You can't control it. The present? That's where life happens. Marcus Aurelius advised, confine yourself to the present. Right now, as you read this, take a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs. Notice your surroundings. This is life, unfolding in real time. When you stop resisting the present and fully engage with it, you experience true peace. 4. Conclusion. We spend so much of our lives chasing, resisting, and wishing things were different. But true peace isn't found in getting everything we want, it's found in wanting less and accepting more. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. He knew that acceptance is power, the power to stay calm in chaos, to move forward without resentment, and to live fully in the present. The moment you stop resisting life and start embracing it, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. So ask yourself, what are you resisting right now? A situation that didn't go as planned? A past mistake you wish you could change? A future outcome you can't control? What if, instead of fighting it, you simply accepted it? How much lighter would you feel? Start practicing today. The next time you feel frustration creeping in, pause and ask, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, take action with clarity, not resistance. Acceptance isn't about giving up, it's about gaining the strength to live fully, no matter what happens. If this message resonates with you, let me know in the comments, what is one thing you will start accepting today? And remember, stop wanting. Start accepting. And watch how life transforms.